Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, we are back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, we are going to be finding out if I passed NCLEX or I failed. So this video will be from the time that I chose my test date to 48 hours after I tested, where I am able to see my unofficial test results. So I want to start off by saying that a lot of y'all are probably really surprised when y'all see this video come across my channel, because y'all didn't know that I guess I was testing now or testing this soon or whatever. But we'll get into that into my first video clip. But I want to start off by talking a little bit about the NCLEX for the people who don't really know like that much about it, with them not being nursing majors, or maybe a nursing major and just don't really know anything. So NCLEX stands for the National Council Licensure Examination for Registered Nurses, and it is the test, the only test that I feel like really matters outside of nursing school and all of nursing school combined, because it is the test that makes you a registered nurse. It's the test that gives you the credentials to consider yourself a registered nurse. So after nursing school, you are considered a graduate nurse. But I think what that is compared to a registered nurse is you're able to work as a nurse because you just graduated nursing school, but it depends on your facility that you're working at or applying for, how long you're able to work without a license. So NCLEX is usually 75 to 265 questions, and it usually has, I think, 15 like fake questions where they kind of test it and see if they want to use those questions in the future. And then you have 6 hours to take it. And then now during the pandemic and coronavirus, it is from 60 to 130 questions. And for the people who don't know, it is a adaptive test. So I'm not gonna say too much about it because there's a lot of videos on YouTube that you can watch that kind of explains it. But basically everybody starts off at this one line when they sit down for their test. And every question you get right, you go up, and you get your difficulty level goes up. But every question you get wrong, you go down and you get an easier question. If you get it wrong again, you get an easier question. And then if you get it right, you go back up and get a harder question. And basically, you need to be a good amount over this line by the end of your test for you to be good. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me if I take the whole 60 or if I take the whole 130, because some people think that if you take the 60, if your computer cuts off your 60 questions, that you automatically pass. No, just like if you take 265 questions, that does not mean you automatically failed. You can cut off at 60 and fail, and you can cut off at 265 and pass. So it basically just gives you more time to show them that you're a competent nurse, that you know the bare minimum for them to let you, or give you a license and let you work in a health facility. So right now I do have to wear a mask when I go, and I think it's like 11 or like 10 something. So I will be heading out around 1 o'clock to go to my testing center, because it's about an hour and 7 minutes away, and that'll give me about a good 50 minutes or probably an hour when I get there. But throughout this video, I will be showing video clips for like how I felt throughout the test, going into it, and then how I felt right afterward, or not right afterwards, because I probably won't record till I get back home, but after I take the test. And I'm gonna also do the PBT trick and explain that while I do it, and also show you my live results. So hopefully, well, I assume that this will be a good video because I've been speaking and praying that I pass. So I plan on passing today, but I'm not overly confident. It's just I've prepared myself so much and worked so hard that I would honestly be upset if I did not pass, even though you have like unlimited times to take the test in order for you to pass it. But it's just the mere fact that I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it with y'all. I'm being honest. If I fail today, I probably will be really upset. But yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into this video. to come on here real quick and say that I chose my test date today. I did receive my ATT this morning, and I chose the date of June 10th. And a lot of people won't know this until I actually take my test and pass it, but I decided that I didn't want to tell anybody until I actually take the test and pass it. So yes, today was the day, and I chose June 10th, so I have about 3 weeks left to study, and I'm nervous and super excited at the same time because I'm ready to just get it over with. But yeah, you'll see me in about a few weeks later to kind of see where my head is and if I feel like I'm prepared enough and whatnot, even though I won't move my test date back. I'm just ready to take it, hopefully pass it, and then move on. But yeah. Hey y'all, so today is the 27th of May, and it's exactly 2 weeks away from my test date, and I've kind of hit the patch of where I'm kind of tired of studying and really tired of looking at questions and everything, but I'm trying to keep myself to continue to do them. But I just got a lot of things on my mind right now. I'm starting summer school in I think a week. I'm also supposed to be starting my new job in a week. Then while also juggling studying and school, it'll definitely be hard, but I'll definitely be trying to do as much as I can, the best that I can, so I could pass the first time. But I'm still going in with a mindset of that I'm going to pass and that I will be a registered nurse when I take the test. So yeah, I was just giving another week update on where I am and how I feel about the test. So yeah, see y'all next time. Good morning. Today is 2 days before my test. It's the 8th. And I want to say it's like 9 o'clock right now. And I had a dream last night that I passed my test. So I kind of feel like I have no choice but to go in there and do what I need to do so I can pass it. But I actually have been mostly like taking like 60 question practice exams off of UWorld, even though I had already finished it. And the closer I get, the more I feel like I'm getting burned out. So I'm actually probably not going to do any more practice tests except for the actual practice exams that I planned on doing tomorrow and today. So I am a little nervous, but at the same time, I mean, I can only do my best. So hopefully my best is enough. But I don't know, that dream kind of made me feel a lot better than what I was at first. And yeah, so I will see y'all probably before my test, the day before my test. Yeah, see y'all later. Hey y'all, so today is June 9th, the day before my test, and I had tried recording earlier, but I had decided that I was just gonna wait till the end of the day. But tomorrow is my test date, in less than, it is like 4:40 something right now, so about in the next 22 hours I'll be sitting down taking my NCLEX. And for the most part, I'm kind of feeling the same that I've been feeling in the other video clips that you've watched already. I feel like I'll probably be more nervous once I actually get there and like sit at the computer and stuff, but right now I'm just really ready to get it over with. So at 5 o'clock I am taking my UWorld practice assessment. I think it's like 100 questions. And then after that, after I go over the rationales, that'll be the last thing that I do today. Earlier I finished up my practice exam that I started yesterday, which was 265 questions. So yeah, for the rest of the night, I'll probably just do stuff that'll help me like clear my mind. So I'll probably wash some clothes definitely do something to my hair because it literally was just done and then it was then relaxing. And definitely relaxing. I'm probably gonna watch Grey's Anatomy for the rest of the night. But other than that, yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning before I go to my mama's house before I leave. And I'll tell y'all how I feel then. Maybe I'll be a little bit more nervous, but I don't know. I've been praying and praying and praying, and I don't feel like I can pray anymore, but I'm gonna continue to and try to or whatnot, and hope that tomorrow is the last time that I have to take the NCLEX, regardless if it's 60 questions or 130 questions. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, hey y'all, so we got a lot to talk about, okay? Because it is 7:33, so about 4.5 hours after my test, and it was a whole lot that I couldn't record because I was so emotional before and after. So beforehand, y'all knew that I wasn't nervous or anything, and I really wasn't up until we got 30 minutes away from my testing center. And I just started, I don't know, this whole feeling just came over me that kind of showed me how nervous I actually was. So I was trying so hard, like, not to cry and stuff because my mama was on the phone, and I didn't want it to seem like I was nervous or whatever. But then she got off the phone, and we had like 15 minutes left, and I'm like, Mama, like, I'm freaking out, like, I'm nervous. And I had to let everything out. But my mama, she tried to like help me feel better and stuff, and she was telling me like to shake it off and to breathe and stuff. So it definitely helped. And then we got to the place, and we got there at probably like 2:17, I think. So I went to the restroom, and then I had went in. And when I got there, the lobby of the little area that I had to go to was completely empty. And so I don't know, that kind of made me feel a little bit better rather than me walking in there and it's actually people in there. So then I did the little fingerprint stuff, read the little paper they wanted me to read, basically about stuff that I can and can't do, can and can't have. And then she took me to the back, and they kind of did the same thing, a little security check, patting, had me pat myself to make sure I didn't have no pockets or nothing. And then I went into the room. So the room is, they have like cubicles. So kind of like in nursing school, but like the real cubicles, where it has the walls around you and everything. And I had sat where the lady had walked me in there, and she had logged in and everything. And you know that you have like practice questions at first or whatever, like for you to get used to the setup of it. And the setup was basically similar to UWorld, like mostly similar, like with the calculator, where it's located, and like pressing the next button and all of that, the time, the number of questions you own and everything. And I got my first question. The first question, I really can't remember my first question, but whatever it was, I don't think it was that hard. But then, y'all, next question. I just felt like a lot of the stuff, like the test was so hard, like it was so straightforward. It was hard. Like you would literally have to know exactly what they're talking about, or you was not going to get it right. And everybody's test is different, so it's like really no point of me even trying to sit here and tell y'all individually stuff that was on my test, regardless if I can or cannot. But I did have like drag and drops, select all, apply, multiple choice. I didn't have any hot spots. I didn't have any sounds. But they also offer you noise canceling headphones. I didn't use them because I felt like the only thing that I was going to be hearing was my heart beating, so I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I'm going through the test. After every 10 questions, I would like stop and like just give myself time to breathe and think in my head basically like what my reason for being there was and stuff like that, to keep me going, because that test, y'all, that test was a different type of hard. Like nursing school tests are really hard, but that test what's the hardest mess I've ever taken. Like, I don't really know what was so hard about it, because it's like it was easy but hard. And I think maybe because it was, like I said, that you had to actually know that stuff for you to get it right. And I did have quite a few questions where I knew nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about the topic of the question. I didn't know nothing about the answer choices that it was talking about. And then I did have quite a few, maybe, well, not quite a few, I'm not gonna say that. I had about 10 questions that I just knew like that, clicked it and moved on, that were easy questions. But for the most part, they were really hard, or I had to really think about it. So yeah, then I got to 60. And, well, let me back up. So on my little whiteboard, I wrote down, I got this in the top right corner, and I had like a line going down saying breathe. I had another line going down saying what did it say? Pray. And then a line going from that says please Lord, let me pass. Another line saying I can only do my best, and another one saying take a break. So I would read, every time I would take a break, I would read that in the corner, just to kind of get my mind back in the groove, or get me away from the mindset that this test is really hard. Like, I just know that I'm failing. So then I got to 60, and I was like, okay, if this test don't go off, it's all right. Like, I'm still in the game. Like, it's still giving me the opportunity to pass this test. So then it started going past 70, and then 80, and I'm like, hold up, so like, I know that I'm still in the game. Like, I know that I'm still not just doing horribly bad, or it would have just clicked off at 60 if that was the case. So let me just get a breather. I did not leave the room because I just didn't feel like having to go through that whole palm reading and all that type of stuff. I just didn't feel like it. So I would just like put my head down for a second, breathe, just take a second for myself. So then it just went to 80, went to 90, then it got to 100. And once it got to 100, I'm thinking in my head, I'm just gonna go to 130, like 130 questions, all the questions on the test. And like, I didn't have no problem with that, but it was just like, it ain't no point in me to keep sitting here watching my time and my number of questions. So I think I answered a few more questions. I want to say I answered 104 questions, and then my test cut off. And y'all, when I say my heart dropped, like, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, hold up, like, I didn't even show myself. Like, give me a chance. Like, let me go to 130. Like, did I really just fail? I don't know. I just felt like that test was extremely hard. Like, the whole time I was going through, and when that test cut off, I was just so emotional. I had to try my hardest not to like cry or anything while I was in there, because I just felt like this whole wave of emotion like just go over me. And I answered the little questions that it asked you at the end, and then I left. And as soon as I sat down in my mama's car, I just had to let it out. And I'm like, Mom, I just know I didn't pass. Like, that was the hardest test I ever had to take. And she was like, we just gonna have to see when like you do the PPT trick or whatever. And I did do the PPT trick earlier. Hey y'all, so I do apologize that I couldn't do like a live reaction or like live results, but because I received that while I was driving. But I received that 24 hours after I took my test, rather than waiting 48 hours and then having to do or get my unofficial test results. But yeah, that'll definitely depend on the state, and my state just happens to be fast. But thank you for watching this video. and I will definitely be putting out another video soon about how I prepare for the NCLEX. So be looking out, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all later.